like the video, 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 subscribe, smash the like button. Smash that like button, guys. Guys, it's breaking news. I hardly do stream in the morning because I don't like it. But I have to run all the way from work to come and do it. That is how much respect I have for the club. I'm not joking. My people not watch me. I have to run all the way from work to talk about club because my massive respect for club is
we respect it. We respect it.
I respect club. People knows me. Go and watch my videos. I respect him a lot because I've been saying it. If I have club in my team, I'm legit happy because I know the kind of manager he is. But whoa, seeing that news, I even thought it was a joke when I saw Fabrizio tweet. I was like, are you kidding me? But when I saw it, I'm like, we're gonna have a serious conversation. We're gonna talk about club. We're gonna talk about replacements, and we're gonna talk about some of the players that live in like Virgil next season, Arnold next season, and Mohamed Salah because those are pivotal. And we're also gonna talk about the upcoming match. You're gonna go to Emirates. We'll play you guys. You're gonna play United in April. Manchester is gonna come to Anfield. So that's we're gonna look at the pros and the cons. Potential manager for me, we're gonna talk about it. In my head, I have a manager who I believe might be the replacement. Liverpool might have a different manager, but we're gonna talk about it. He is leaving Liverpool. For me, it's a very, very, very sad day for football. For Klopp leaving. People doesn't call him a lead, and people, you are very stupid for not rating Klopp. Klopp is a world-class manager. Whether you like it, you hate him. For me, he is a world-class manager. Because he's done it. People hate him. I'm a Chelsea fan. Jurgen Klopp is a world-class manager, whether I like it or not. People say it's good. You have to be stupid enough to call him good manager. I'm sorry, excuse me, hello. No, it's not good. For you to win a Bundesliga ahead of Bayern Munich, Bayern. You win it ahead of Bayern Munich, I'm going to give you a credit. Manager might have a pros and cons, but Klopp is a world-class manager. We're going to talk about him. Guys, like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, smash the like button. Smash the like, guys. As a breaking news, Jurgen Klopp has officially left Liverpool FC. What's that will it be for Liverpool? What's going to be the replacement in terms of going forward? We're going to have this conversation about it, but let's go, my people. Let's go. Yo, my people, on our day now, like the video, smash the like button. We have our Liverpool fans special guys here on the show. We're gonna talk about Liverpool. It's gonna give his thought about Liverpool, about club, because I know some of the stuff he's talking about club in terms of how he wants him to change the kind of way you guys play. And I think he's done that a little bit this season and the potential last season towards this new season. And we're gonna have a serious conversation about club because whether we like it or not, Pep Guardiola is gonna leave. Maybe next season. Maybe 2026. We know that. I know Pep is leaving. But Klopp leaving and announcing it right now, whoa, this is a big news for me. Chris, your honest opinion. Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool. Your honest opinion.
Yeah. It's still a bit of a shock. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't even think I've fully processed him actually deciding to leave the club. So, even the way I found out, because, we're in the same Twitter group, and I saw people sending in the tweet from Fabrizio Romano saying that Jurgen Klopp's leaving the leaving Liverpool at the end of the season.
Well, the timing
Initially, I didn't.
was awkward.
You said?
The timing for me was awkward, man. That timing.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I didn't believe it initially. So I even clicked on the account just to make sure if this is a spam account or this is real. I was like, wow, this is the real Fabrizio. Then people started spamming messages of, yo, Klopp's really leaving, blah, blah, blah. And on one hand, I'm like, I've kind of reflected a little bit. I think I'm still going to reflect more, but I've reflected a little bit of his entire tenure at Liverpool. And
9 years, 9
years, 2015. I was still a teenager when he joined the club. And for better or worse, and there's been a whole lot better than worse, it's been a fun ride, man. It's been amazing. It's genuinely been amazing. Like the connection that he has with the club, the connection that he has with every player that comes to the team, whether they fail or whether they succeed, his ability to motivate people to get them to the best level possible. He's a one-of-one type of coach, to be honest. He's genuinely the type of coach, type of manager where you don't just look at the stat sheet. You don't just look at the accolade, what's written in black and white of the accolade. Like you actually have to experience his entire journey in order to account for how great of a coach, how great of a manager this man is. And for sure, he has these shortcomings, he has these moments of failures, but so does everyone. He just has special cases. But yeah, like today I've just been like reflecting a lot of the 9-year journey, and it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a lot of fun, bittersweet. I'm gonna miss him, but I am gonna show the same energy that like this season, for the most part, he's been doing a great job, and I haven't been thinking of he needs to be replaced as soon as possible. But last season, though, was still an absolutely horror show of managerial display. And I was saying, yo, at some point, this guy has to get sacked. Because what he did last season was a sackable offense. So the very fact that things like that, I can see, okay, it actually took a toll on him. And him being able to like display excellence, he won't be able to do that while he's not feeling his best self. So the timing isn't when I thought it would come for him to finally leave, but it's happening, and it's something we have to accept as Liverpool fans. And we're proud of him. We're happy. A lot of sadness, a lot of reflections, but overall legend, absolute legend of the sport, legend of the club, legend in the PL. I don't care if he's only won one Premier League. Before you go, Abdullahi, people are going to say, oh, he's only won one Premier League. How many managers in England have this accolade, by the way? They've won a Premier League and a Champions League while coaching in England for the same team. How many? There's only 3 in the entire history of the Premier League. There's only 3. Number 1 was Sir Alex Ferguson. He did it, where he won a Premier League and a Champions League with the domestic team. He did that both in 99 and 08. Then the next was Klopp in 2019 and then 2020. He became the second manager ever in the Premier League's entire history. Not Wenger, not Mourinho. None of these guys could actually do this. He did it as the second manager ever to win a Premier League and Champions League for an English team. Then the next was, of course, Pep last season. So people that are just going to be revisionists and say, oh, he only has one league title in black and white. Yo, we've seen this guy compete at the highest level. Highest level. Creating some of the best rivalries. People can say, "Oh, City and Liverpool's not a rivalry." It's a rivalry. I don't care what people say. I'm talking football, not politics, whatever. It's been a rivalry, and it's been great. Like Klopp is a legend, man. He's a legend.
So, in terms of going for, because we're gonna talk about the replacement, because I'm gonna say about Klopp, because when you talk about like, I was the Dortmund era then when he had, I think was it Dembele, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that was too short.
Oh, that was such a what did he have? That was Marco Reus, Julian Brandt, and who again? I think he had Lewandowski then, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Götze, Lewandowski.
No, Götze Lewandowski when he won the league, I'm like, okay, I'm like, interesting. I like this kind of player. And when they announced him, I'm like, okay, interesting. And since then, we have been following the trajectory of Liverpool then, because we know it is gang pressing. And when you want to play Liverpool, you got to press. And if you look at all the players in that Liverpool team, have all been pressing, because that is how Klopp built his team. You got to press. whether I like it or not, you gotta press. And in the last 2-3 seasons for me, I think it's kind of changed his game a little bit because of the way Pep Guardiola does his team in terms of playing some defenders in midfield, where Klopp saw it and was like, I can turn this kind of player into this dish. And whether you like it or not, Klopp is a world-class manager for me. People might have a discrimination calling the lead. We might have a different opinion with him. He is a world-class manager. And what he has done for club, every club is going to deserve credit for me. Deserve it. This is where I'm going to be like, now, he leaves now. Where's going to come? Are you going to go into a project team or are you going to go to a winning team? I'm going to talk about the new replacement. But again, overall, one Premier League, one Champions League. Do you think this crop of team right now, Klopp is leaving, regardless of the manager, can they challenge or you think, oh, Pep is still here? That man is a madman. He won't let go easily. It's going to be difficult. Because me, Arsenal are not even a team that can win the league for me. I've been saying it for a long time. Arsenal doesn't deserve a team for me. Arsenal, I'm out. United for me, no. Or maybe if they get a new manager, we're going to see what they do. I'm going to say no because when they fell off, we know they have this Mustung in their mentality where they fell off, it go back for them. And Ten Hag has been stubborn in a way it doesn't want to switch his style of play, which might cost him his job. So in my head, the only thing that I'm thinking is Man City. And with regard to Chelsea, it's all about the Chelsea you're gonna see. Which Chelsea is gonna turn up? Because people might criticize Poch. I can't even believe it. I'm a guy who is supporting Pochettino. It's not my biggest fan. But I support because I've seen what he does. Our team is a young team where we will lose matches. We will win matches that I don't even expect us to win. See, I will not be surprised going to Anfield and win in Anfield. Will it surprise me? No. Will it surprise me if we get battered in Anfield? No. I'm not joking. No. Because it is Chelsea. I don't know which Chelsea is going to turn up. So it will not surprise me with regards to that. Now, it's not about which Chelsea turn up. But looking at club and looking at the player right now, it will be difficult because to bring in a new manager in right now, new season, to compete for Premier League because you're going to be in the UCL. Fine. Being in UCL, one of the favorite for me. Now, whoever comes in, there has to be a demand. Are you going for top 4 or are you going to the league? And with regards to Virgil, Mo Salah, and Arnold contract, where are you at in this situation?
Okay, I think I'll answer the last part of the question first. So in terms of Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson, I kind of spoke to this a little bit on Twitter, but I'll repeat it. And before I go in, what's up, Abdul? I saw you in the chat. But on Salah, Alisson, and Van Dijk, my position is this: if the club is serious about maximizing the rest of their prime right now, they should stay. If the club is more so on the path of whoever comes in, we're giving them a 2-3 year period of grace, and we'll be patient, like as a collective, the fans, the players, the ownership. If that's the approach, then I think Salah, Van Dijk, and Alisson should leave for them. And I don't even think necessarily them staying is a bad thing. It's a good thing for Liverpool, but for them, because I still think they have a lot to give in the sport. They still have a lot to give. All three of them are still supreme players.
So Salah 32, Van Dijk 21. So Van Dijk still like 30 seasons more to play, 32. Salah maybe 2-3 possibly. Because Arnold is 24. So Arnold has a long career in his mind. Salah is 32 already. Van Dijk is 31. So I think those two players still have like 2-3 seasons on a consistent level to play football.
Yeah, which is why I think they should maximize what they have left. Those two and Alisson, they should maximize what they have left. They should go in a winning. They go to a team with the winning situation, win trophies, and compete for as many individual accolades as you can right now. There's honor in staying with the team while the team isn't where it needs to be, like what Gerrard did back from 2010 up until, let's say, 2013. And then you can also say like early 2000s. Yes, there's honor in that, but in the same breath, you also wanted to leave at a certain point. It's a whole rabbit hole of that. But with Salah, Alisson, and Van Dijk, I genuinely just believe they're so great that I don't want to waste their greatness from a football perspective on mediocrity and on patience and stuff. So if the philosophy of the team moving forward is more about whoever comes in, there's no expectation to win right now, and it's not something that's demanded right now, then I think they should leave for them. But on the earlier part of your question, which I hope I remember correctly, in terms of like, did you ask like who we should hire and where we're going?
We're gonna go to potential manager. What I'm saying is, wherever you bring the manager in, what is the ownership and boss stamping? Are we gonna go for project or win now? For me, win now, Hansi Flick, because he had a similar style of play with the club in terms of the game pressing. But again, if you're gonna go to project, you're gonna be looking at Zerbi, Julien, Zerbi, Alonso, Julien, Nagelsman. Those are the managers for me. Good manager, but coming to EPL is a brutal league. They will dismantle you. This is a brutal league. If you cannot adapt as in those managers right now, I think Nagelsman is the most adaptable manager for me out of this manager that can adapt to the style of play with EPL. And he can also play the game pressing too if you want him to play, because yes, he's young, but he has potential. You can see that in junior. And Nagelsman is a winner. Whether you like him or hate him, Nagelsman is a winner. Whatever he goes to, you can see the blueprint in it. It depends on the board. What does the board is thinking? Because Nagelsman is the coach of German. Is he going to leave in July after the Euro? Where is he going to go to? That's a permutation.
Nah, Nagelsman, I rate Nagelsman, by the way. Like, I actually genuinely rate him. My only issue with him is he overcomplicates too many things. And on the winner thing, I don't know if, let's say Pep is, we're assuming Pep is still going to compete in this league. I don't know.
But the problem is, by next year, we might know Pep's stand. Because you see this thing that Pep is coming back from behind to win the league. Next season will be different. Now
it'll be different.
It'll be different because imagine them not winning the league next season. Now Pep is gonna be in serious trouble because he will have to leave.
Maybe. But like, I just don't know if Nagelsmann is the guy to outlast Pep in a 38-game domestic season. You know, maybe we could talk about Nagelsmann after Pep leaves. But personally, especially for Liverpool, and you guys, I think you also said this, that Xabi Alonso, he's more of a tactical guy, so you should rather think of like a Bayern Munich or a City. I don't think so. Like, yes, he's a tactical guy, but I think, and I think they can coexist. I think they can coexist. That even if your greatest approach is tactics and preparation and ways of playing the game, even if that's your biggest approach, I 1000% think that can apply to this Liverpool team, who are very adaptable, who have different skill sets. Like, there's so many players in this team that have different skill sets, and they still have things to offer. So in my opinion, I think from a board level, the objective with whoever they hire should be not only to win now, but it should also be project based. That win now, as in maximize the best players you still have now, maximize this period right now, but with the future in mind too. I think they can coexist. I don't think it's just a Mourinho thing of, oh, you came to win in 2 seasons, then things will collapse, then it's an explosion. No. I think it can coexist. And personally, even though there isn't a lot of evidence because he hasn't coached for so long, I do think Xabi Alonso is the perfect fit, particularly because he's a former player and he knows what it means to wear the badge for the club. And it's easy to say a former player knows how to he knows the gravity it takes to wear the badge for the club. I'm not talking about a Lampard.
According to the Athletic, the Athletic just put out the news. I'll put it here now. 3 managers to take over Liverpool: Roberto Di Zerbi, Julien Nagelsmann, and Zerbi Alonso.
I'll get to.
We'll get it.
We'll get there. But as I was saying, with Xabi Alonso, it's not like a Frank Lampard or Steven Gerrard thing where it's just purely out of emotion. No.
I rate all my days. I rate that guy so highly. What a player!
That's the thing. It's like he's showing traits that this guy could be a future. He's showing traits that he could be a winner. Like, he could be a genuine world-class future Hall of Fame type of manager. And not only is he showing that with the way that Leverkusen play, but it's the consistency. It's like every week they're winning no matter what, and then they're even coming from adverse situations, coming from 1-0 down situation, 2-1 down situation, to draw at the last minute, to win 3-2 at the last minute. He's showing traits of a genuine future world-class manager. He may even be world-class today if we're just talking the job he's doing right now. He may, but the future tells that more so than anything. So I think Xabi Alonso genuinely is an amazing fit because if you're gonna say Leverkusen plays with the back three, like, let's be honest, most managers that play with the back three in terms of starting formation, it's generally because there's a lack of talent in a certain area in the team. So you're trying to account for that talent with amazing preparation. So like covering defensive positions and making things easier for other people. But in Liverpool, there's like a plethora of good to great centre backs. There's a plethora of good to great fullbacks. There's a plethora of good to great midfield options, and there's a plethora of good to great attacking options who all do different things. Salah does different things to Jota. Jota does different things to Darwin. Darwin does different things to Luis Diaz. Like this is a pretty flexible team. So I honestly think a guy like Xabi Alonso, who has a lot of ideas in his head, would look at this team currently and he would think, not only can he win now, but he can build on from this in future.
I like what you say because people are kind of coming at me and I'm laughing. The reason I'm laughing is because I was Alonso play and I rate him very highly. But I still believe, in as much as I believe Bayern is still going to win the Bundesliga because it's Bayern. Bayern knows when to step up. Bayern is like Madrid. They will play crap, but they have that moment of 75 minutes or 90 minutes. They'll just score you 3 goals and 4 goals. It's game over. Santiago Bernabeu. That's Madrid. If you're not playing Madrid and your intelligence and brain is not on it, you're going to collapse. You can be beating Madrid 3-0. Once it's that 75 minutes to 90 minutes, they will collapse and beat you back. It's Madrid. Everybody that goes there, Chelsea, Man City, Paris Saint-Germain, even Liverpool, everybody have suffered. Everybody suffered because we know it's Bernabeu. The players know. The fans and the players feed with each other because they know it's Bernabeu. You're going to get crumbled. So, Alonso is young. So, I would love him to stay one more season in Leverkusen because of the way EPL is. EPL is a brutal league. And when it comes to EPL, if you don't win your first 2, 3, 4 matches, you're going to be in 8th or 9th position. Now, this is where the fan base is going to be angry. Do they stay patient with him? Or do they put, he's going to go? Because that's how I'm asking you. What would be the standpoint if you bring in Xabi Alonso? Do you say, okay, Alonso, this is the plan. We're in Champions League. We have to compete with this team, or just put us in top 4. Let's be in top 4 consistently. Or we want to win the league. If you are putting Alonso to win the league, against Pep, it's game over. I'm sorry, it is over. It is over.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I think even before the season ends, I would say if whoever we hire, I would hope the intent is to win the league regardless. That includes Xabi Alonso. But with that being said, even if you don't win, even if you show a little bit of growing pains, I think it's fine as long as you're showing signs of you're serious. But this is a new league where you have to adapt. I can show you like 2 years of grace, to be honest. This is me individually. I can show you like 2 years of grace because as a Liverpool fan, we've been through so much, so much torment from so many different managers since I started watching football that I can for sure be patient, especially if you're showing me signs. Like we were patient with Klopp. When Klopp first came, he showed me so many amazing signs, even though we finished 8th, even though there wasn't the level of consistency that it takes to win a league in that first season. He still showed me some consistent things in ways of playing, consistent things in big clashes with destroying every single team except Man United. I don't know why we couldn't beat Man United in the league, but we just couldn't. But he's showing me consistent things. And that's what I'm saying with the next coach. Even if we don't win the league, I think it should be the aspiration. Wherever you finish, it's okay. Similar with Pep in his first season, it's okay, but it should still be the aspiration. So you finish 4th, but you've shown great signs that with time that you adapt to this league, you'll eventually be able to overcome the the obstacle that's in front of you and to win at some point. But I forgot the first part that I wanted to answer of the question. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. So because now now let's talk about it's been confirmed by the Athletic now. Nagelsman, Zerbi Alonso, and Roberto De Zerbi.
Yeah. The Zerbi, no. He cannot coach this team. He cannot coach this team. I absolutely refuse. If he comes, I already know for sure we're not winning anything, and I have to wait 2-3 years. Because to me, a coach that comes from a team like Brighton, Fulham, Wolves, they need to go from a Brighton Fulham Wolves to a Spurs or a Atletico or a Dortmund or a Leverkusen. They need to go from an F level team to a CB and make them a BC. You don't go from a D level team to one of the best teams in the world currently. You know, like you just don't do that to me. You just don't do that. So I think it would be a mistake in the short term, and we don't even know what this guy can do in the long term. Like we've never seen De Zerbi compete. We've never seen him with expectations, how he can overcome odds. We've never seen any of that. So I just think it's a complete mistake to hire De Zerbi. I think it's a mistake.
Because yes, that's I'm saying, because when people are saying that Zerbi Alonso has been doing very well. Alonso really have like maybe 1.5 years experience in top level football and is coaching Bayern Leverkusen. Alonso when it comes to player, I rate him very highly. But again, managing the Bundesliga different than managing the APL, because you're gonna come to tough matches where no team is gonna be playing high line. No team, not every team, will play high line. A lot of teams in APL will pack the balls. How are you gonna manipulate and play the way you want to play to break down those low blocks? It's gonna be the finding that solution. And to play against a team like City, who knows how to win, it's gonna be difficult. To play against a team like Chelsea, who's gonna potentially, it depends on where we finish. We're gonna have a new Port is gonna be the manager, players coming in and go, new faces and everything. It's gonna be different. So Arsenal is Arsenal. United is gonna be United. New manager, we might see. But again, adaptation is very key, because Alonso might have the brain and intelligence to say, okay, my job is to win the league. They're gonna tell the players we have to win the league, whether we like it or not. But again, it's all about the perspective in the table. For me, I'm gonna judge him in his first 10 or 15 matches to see where you guys go, regardless of the manager, because that will tell me where Liverpool wants to go. If the next season, if I'm seeing first match, maybe United, City, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, Brighton and co. Oh my God in heaven! Oh Lord, Lord, how does he survive that? I don't know, because now if that happens, if he's losing consecutive matches, people will refer to Klopp. Like, how I wish Klopp stays here. And now they're gonna be a backlash between the fans and the money and the ownership. Because am I confident enough in Liverpool manager to get it right? That I'm not sure. Because we know the way American people behave. I'm not sure. So you're honest, your think, your mind and your brain. Who do you want to replace Klopp?
So as I was saying, that Xabi Alonso, I think, would be a great fit. With that being said, though, I still, to an extent, do agree with you that not only does he need one more season with Leverkusen, but I just think maybe just have a few more years in the game, win a bit more, because the reason I'm saying that now is because I think there's another candidate that might be tired at his current club right now, who I think this guy's an amazing coach. Amazing. I just think the talents that he's kind of been getting for his team isn't helping him win right now, but he's a loyal guy, extremely passionate, knows how to win cup competitions, knows how to win knockout games, rather, should I say. He's been unfortunate with certain finals.
Don't tell me to Chalibah.
Don't tell me what?
Don't tell me to Chalibah.
No, not to Chalibah. Not him. I don't rate him. Same way you don't rate him. But yeah, he knows how to win cup knockout rounds. He knows how to grind out 1-0 wins. The only issue is maybe the football, but I would argue with better players, football looks better. You know, it might not look the prettiest, but his football will look better with better players. And that's Simeone. Like, Simeone embodies a lot of what Klopp embodies as a manager.
Do you think
Maybe not football-wise.
Not a manager like you will buy him because of the way he plays?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the way he plays, don't you think Liverpool won't just park the bus with the current players that they have right now? They because I don't believe Atletico just parked the bus the entire time. When they first won the league in 2013-14, they scored a lot of goals. Costa was scoring, I think he had 26 goals, 27 goals in La Liga that season.
I remember Radamel Falcao. I remember Fernando Torres, Sergio
Torres. But that was even off those. But before the Costa and David Villa next to him. And who's that guy? Forgetting names now. But
Adam Thuram. There's Thuram. There's Costa.
Yeah, but Adrian. I'm thinking there was a Brazilian Spanish guy. I think he was a bench player for them. But I just wanted to name like offensive players that they had that were contributing, and then Koke as well contributing, creating chances. Like when he actually had the talent, the goals were coming. The football may have not been the prettiest, but it wasn't just park the bus and inshallah. It wasn't just boring and dire. No. Like it was actually not bad to watch, you know, and it was winning. Same way when he got Griezmann and the other iteration of the team from 2014.
Everybody's pushing for Xabi Alonso this, Xabi Alonso that. Yes, it's good you want Xabi Alonso, but I still think it's a risk bringing Xabi Alonso to the team, because the reason I said it's a risk because he's a young manager, and a manager like him, PPA will expose you where if you feel it will be difficult to get a new job. Because yes, I know he's young, but coming to a team like Liverpool will be very difficult because in some matches you're gonna get beaten badly, and some matches you're gonna win. Like, oh, how do we win this match? So I've seen it. Yes, in as much as he's doing very well in Bundesliga, I've seen the way they concede goals, and I've seen the way they play. I like the way they play, but the way they concede goals, I'm a little bit like, if you play like this in EPL, you will get exposed. You will get beaten. You will not even badly, because teams are not going to come out in EPL. Most teams will not come out, like Palace, Nottingham Forest, Wolverhampton Wanderers. In my head, we again package the boss. Maybe if Luton Town stays up, Luton Town they stays up. So
Chelsea.
Who pack the boss? Now you have to break down those blocks. You have to break it down. Teams like City, United, Chelsea, my probably play high line. Fair enough. And Pochettino sometimes might go defensively, depending on the team he is playing. So now you can have a chance on those teams, but 70% of the EPL teams will pack the boss. How do you break them down is a big issue. And I also might have the idea to initiate that idea to the players, but the game is young and inexperienced. Do you want that to coach Liverpool?
To that degree, no. But one a defense I would say to Xabi Alonso is when you say like you've seen the way that they concede goals in the Bundesliga. I would argue, okay, but what kind of profile of defenders do they have? They don't. There's Tanzoba, and there's Hinsipi, I think his name, but they don't have a Konate. They don't have a Van Dijk. They don't have an Alisson. Like look how Liverpool actually plays. Like when we're attacking, there's generally two centre backs, and then at times the DM will tend to be the third centre back. Not so much this season because McAllister and stuff, but with Endo, it happens on occasion. So, but big point I just wanted to raise is even when teams are playing a low block, they're playing two banks of four rather. Liverpool still pushes the team up. They still have Van Dijk and Konate just above the halfway line in order to help in terms of like overloading the offensive players, in terms of overloading the pitch, you know. So in terms of you saying Bundesliga, you just play a high line and like Xabi is a benefactor of that to a degree, sure, but I still think his game can be implemented with this current iteration. But with that being said, I still think maybe Simeone in regards to a win now approach is probably the best.
Now, do you think bringing Alonso now, you want to win now, or you want to win the podium? Because yes, you're gonna finish in the Champions League sport, If you don't win the league, you don't win the FA Cup, you don't win the Carabao Cup, but you finish in a UCL spot. Now, a conversation will have to be here that a manager that coming in, does he win the Premier League now, or do you want to give him like a project where you're gonna be like, we're gonna give you 5 years, build this team?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think it should be both. Like whoever comes in. So I'll just answer with Xabi Alonso. If Xabi Alonso comes in and let's say either we win the league this season or we don't, he comes in. I still think he should get 5 years regardless of results. But I also think the objective should be to win. That's the objective. We can take how things end up. We'll tolerate how it ends up. We'll give you grace. But the objective, you cannot lower the standard given the current pieces that you have right now. You have winners in this team right now that are still in their prime. It's a different conversation if you want to sell them and bring in younger players that have never won. But with the current iteration of the players that we have right now, win now, please, win now. If you don't, fair. But the pursuit, the attempt, it has to be there.
Because this is Xabi Alonso is giving me a vibe like Graham Potter's vibe in Chelsea, where he came into Chelsea. Yes, because he came into Chelsea. Yes, he's been doing very well in Brighton. He came into Chelsea. He was playing a little bit good matches and started losing. Now the family started on to the ownership. That's a new ownership. That's given by Alonso. People will respect Alonso because of what he has done in Bundesliga, regardless if he wins or not. With this is what I'm saying. Did the ownership take a stand and say, okay, let's go for Flick for 2 years or 3 years? Let's watch Alonso one more season to see how he's gonna do for Leverkusen. If they finish in Champions League squad and see that team, then if Flick doesn't do well in 1 or 2 years, you can sack him and bring in Alonso to take over. Then Alonso has already have like 2.5 years experience where he knows I am ready.
Yeah, I think it's fair if they decide to have more of a stopgap manager. Loki, I think, because I keep bringing up Simeone because I think he's a better option than Flick. I don't trust Flick. I rate him, but I don't trust him. But if they hire Simeone, for example, I think it's fair if you want to hire him for 2 years to win now and let Xabi Alonso continue to build his resume before he comes.
Yeah, I agree. I agree though, because everybody have a different opinion. Everybody be saying Xabi Alonso this, Xabi Alonso. It makes me laugh when I'm like, I know how good of a player Xabi Alonso is. Yes, he's doing very well for Leverkusen, but can we tune it down a little bit because this man is a young manager who, for me, I still think he need to adapt to a lot of things. He will adapt because he's a young manager who is improving, who will always improve his game. Whether we like it or he will always improve his game. So whether we like it or not, he will improve and he will always improve his game. But because I believe he's young, so I'm having this skeptical aspect of this man is young. And I don't want someone like Alonso to fail that because of how much I rate him. I don't want him to fail. APL is brutal. APL will expose you, whether you like it or not. It's a brutal league. And the way things are moving right now, everybody want to be in top of the table or finish in the European League spot because they're going to be losing a lot of money. And now, there's a revamp in the Champions League next season. There's Euro coming up when the season finishes. Now, Copa America is there. After that, we're looking to the Club World Cup 2025. So, you have to put that into perspective too. Where our team is going to be shaping up. We're going to be playing close to 80-85 matches in the season. That's a lot of weird-ass match. So, whoever going to come, you have to be ready. And you have to factor it. Injuries will occur. Because in Klopp has power when it comes to recruitment in Liverpool. Will Xabi Alonso or the manager can come to have the power? Will they have the supremacy power? I'm not sure. Because look at every player that Liverpool has brought in this season. It has been Klopp player because that's the power for me because it's Klopp signing. So whoever comes in right now, will they have the same power Klopp has? I'm not sure of that because I don't know if they're going to have the same power. And now you have to bring in a sporting director. You have to work together with the manager. So it's a little bit a reshuffle for Liverpool, which is good because I believe they needed that reshuffle in terms of shaping up the team, bringing a new director of football, bringing a new philosophy, which
you might try to move away from the gun pressing and move away to a more possession-based system. Which for me, it's not that bad because the players in your team right now can play it. Some of them can play it, right? I don't think some can, but some can do. In terms of the one you want to play football, possession-based, tiki-taka, pass. Some of you guys can do it. So it's all about who do you bring in for me to replace Klopp. And also, Klopp taking a 1 year sabbatical from football. Where do you think he's gonna go when he leaves? He's taking a 1 year sabbatical. He said he's not gonna coach any national team or club football. He wants to take a sabbatical for 1 year.
Yeah, I think his sabbatical might even be longer than one. It might be like 2 or 3. But I hope, and NK might laugh if he ever hears this, but I hope he either goes back to Dortmund, or he goes to the Serie A, or he coaches what do you call it, Germany. At the very least, Barca. But I just don't think he matches what Barca look for in managers, which is the whole tiki-taka, possession-based.
But do Barca really have the money? That's what they put. Do they have the money?
Yeah, Barca may not have money, but Klopp, like he's not over reliant on funds, Yeah, but ideally, I'd just say go back to Dortmund, win a Bundesliga for them, and make them great again, or go to the Serie A and make Serie A great. I don't know why people are content with the Serie A being the boring league that it is today. Go to an AC Milan, make them great. Yeah, maybe go to Inter after Inzaghi. Or go to Juventus.
Yeah, but again, I'm looking at, because Klopp is someone I rate very highly. And when people come at me, I laugh. I don't think he's gonna cover Chelsea, even after Pochettino leave. I don't think so.
There's no chance. It's not even about I don't think so. There's no chance he's going to Chelsea.
You already said it already. He's not gonna coach any Premier League team except Liverpool. So I don't think he's gonna take over. And whether people like it or not, Poch is a step gap for Chelsea. It's a step gap because what Chelsea are building is we're building towards 2025 next year. That's when we're gonna see, okay, if Paul doesn't exceed the expectation Chelsea wants, we're gonna let him go because of the amount of money we spent. I might also see a scenario where if he does well, they might renew his contract and give him extra 2 more years. Very possible. So it depends on the expectation of the Chelsea board, because the Chelsea board has seen his teaching. They won an European tournament. Now we're in the Carabao Cup final, which is going to be the Conference League. If we win the FA Cup, that's automatically group stage of the Europa League. Like I said again, Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur for me will not go on a 17 games unbeaten. Never. I'm sure of that. They will not go 17 games unbeaten. I'm very confident on that. So it all depends on Chelsea and United. Are you going to take your chances against Tottenham Hotspur? Because of the way they play, they will give you chances. Because of the way they play, they will give you chances. It's all about being consistent enough, take your chances, and win football games. Man City will go down unbeaten because they've been there before. Liverpool will go, but will they go 17? I'm not sure. So tougher for me. I'm not gonna whip that over yet because anything in the PL is possible when it comes to APL football. It's possible.
Wait, sorry, Abdullah, did you see that tweet that I sent into the group where it showed the best runs in English football history?
Yeah.
Number 1 was Liverpool with 18 wins in a row. I think that was from I don't remember the period, but it was 2019 to 2020 when we won the league. So I think it was from like March 2019 to Feb 2020. That's the best run in Premier League history. And then it's Pep with 17. I think it was 217 wins in a row. And then it was Klopp again with 16 from 2018 to 19. And then it was Pep again 15. So this idea that only Pep can win 15 in a row, no. Klopp has done it twice.
Yeah, so, but again, for me now, because in my head now, for Wednesday, I have a mixed feeling for Wednesday because I want us to talk a little bit about Wednesday. And we'll talk about potential replacement and the Klopp. I have a mixed feelings for Wednesday because for me, because of the way our record with Liverpool and our record in Anfield, it's been 50-50. The least I can get is a draw. Because of what happened to Liverpool now and Klopp now, extra motivation and is in Anfield. I don't know where Chelsea mindset will be on Wednesday. I don't know because it's a different ideology coming to Wednesday. Now, yes, we're in good form now. Are we gonna go to Anfield and say, okay, because it's Liverpool a big team, we're gonna turn up? Yes, we'll turn up, but my Lord and Ever, are we gonna take our chances? That I'm like, I'm not sure. Are we gonna have Amanda Boja then? He might get sold. Nicola Jackson won't come back yet because Senegal still have to play Ivory Coast. And I know how good Senegal is. So it's a 50-50. Jackson will not leave Ivory Coast right now because he's still playing in AFCON. We're gonna be left with Palmer playing as a striker or Christopher Lukunku. So it's a bit weird going into Anfield on Wednesday because I know how Liverpool is gonna play. But now, which choice am I getting? I don't know which choice we are getting on Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know which choice we are getting. I know which Liverpool are getting. Extra motivation. They want to play for Klopp. Which chance are we getting? I don't know. If you look at us against big team, Bar United, we've turned up against them. Tottenham, Man City, Arsenal, we've turned up against. Even Aston Villa, we had our chances against Villa, but we missed. We missed. So against Liverpool, even in the first leg against you guys, we played very well. It's all about taking the chances. Now we're gonna play you guys again at Anfield. And what happened to Klopp now makes me a little bit worried. A little bit worried. My only positive is we're gonna have our chances because of the way you guys play. Am I claiming guy enough to take the chances? I'm not sure. I am not sure. When Amanda Boyd as our striker, that I'm not confident enough. Maybe we get someone else if the transfer window finish. Maybe potentially somebody that is clinical. That when you give him 2 chances, he will bury it. Maybe possible. But plainly, what's your mandate, Chris, for Wednesday? Where's your mandate?
Yeah, honestly, history tells me this is another draw. You know, like I don't know why. Maybe Chelsea is Liverpool's bogey team, but it's always just draw. I'm tired. Like it's come to the point where I don't enjoy the anticipation of Chelsea versus Liverpool games because it's always almost the draw. You know. So this variable that Klopp's saying that he's going to leave the team at the end of the season, it's a new variable that could change things. Maybe they want to play for him. They want to win as many games as possible and play the utmost best and leave everything on the field every game. Maybe that can spur them to finally beat Chelsea. But honestly, I would still say it's probably a draw. 0-0 or 1-1.
Probably a draw?
Yeah, 0-0 or 1-1. Although I hope we destroy you guys, but 0-0 or 1-1.
Because of the way because I watched you guys against Fulham. If Fulham I'm talking about the Carabao Cup, if they were technical, if they have a very good in terms of decision making up from them, they should have beaten you guys. Because if you look at the Carabao Cup, Fulham started playing after 60 minutes in the Carabao Cup. From the first after the 60 minutes, they were like, let's give Liverpool the ball, let them score. And Liverpool take off the foot of their gas. Now, when Fulham started playing after 60 minutes, you see them creating chances upon chances, and eventually they first score 1 goal. So now it now depends on us. Are we gonna go sit back, hit you guys on counter, or are we gonna go man-mark pressing on you guys? That is where I'm not gonna approach. What will Post do in Anfield? Because against Man City, I never believe we're gonna score 4 goals against the defending champion. 4, not 1, 4. And the way we play Man City, you score us, we score you. We score us, we score you. Score. What is giving me happiness is we have a player in Cole Palmer who I know. When you give him that ball, he has that height to pass. He will find a way to pass. And the way Liverpool defense, for me, will even give him more confidence because you guys play high line. It's all about us timing our run and making sure we time those runs. That is why I'm gonna bring in Mikhail Modric against you guys. Yes, against high line. I'm not gonna play Sterling against high line because I know Sterling is brainless. In one time he's gone. But Modric in high line, you play him. And the way Trent is going to defend, Trent sometimes might just forget himself and say, okay, I want to go forward and attack. Might leave the space behind. That is where Modric tries because you give him the ball just loop the ball for him. Let him run. Just let him run. I don't need him to dribble. Just let him run. Because I know the Liverpool defense will mess up. Just let him run. That's what do Modric do.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to hear the other Chelsea fans' perspectives,
So
but before I let them go,
Abdul.
I do not rate Mudryk, man. No.
Okay.
Like I do. He's genuinely a pace merchant. Like he doesn't have a football brain. I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful or nothing. He doesn't have a football brain.
Football as if it's being played in his own rhythm and in his own mindset, which is kind of different. But I also put Mudryk to the way I don't want to do it. Vinny, because when Vinny came to Madrid, when Zinedine Zidane was taking over, everybody wanted to stone Vinny. Like, what the fuck is this? But when Ancelotti took over, Ancelotti have to change the way Vinny plays to maximize the way he plays. It might happen. He's having a brilliant season, on and off. Maybe when they have a better settlement team around him, no injuries, everybody's playing together and everything, we might see a better maker. I've seen flashes this season.
Now, with Abdullahi, the difference is Vinny was 18 and he was failing upwards. Mudryk is 23. He's 23. And not only that, Mudryk barely has football experience. So this thing of being patient, giving him time should be afforded to those that have shown evidence before. Mudryk hasn't exactly shown evidence. Like, not really. For £100 million signing.
He has shown some flashes where I'm like, okay, I need more. And I also think Poch also doesn't up him with the way I want him to, because sometimes he benches and I'm like, Mudryk is in form, playing, because player feels with confidence. When players in form, play players on in form, and when they are confident, play them. Stop putting them on the bench because you're gonna make their motivation go down. But I don't want to talk too much on Mudryk here. Abdul is official. It's a done deal. He will leave Liverpool after 9 years. Jurgen Klopp will leave Liverpool FC to take a sabbatical from football. You take, brother.
Yeah, big up everyone.
Big up.
Can you hear me, Abdullah?
I can hear you, yes.
Oh, okay. Big up Chris, and the other guy I can see his name, but anyway.
What's up, Abdul?
Yeah, how's it going, man?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, what's up, man? Long time.
How are you doing, man?
It's been a long, man. Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you, man. Same to you. So, yeah, I was like shocked actually when I saw the news this morning. Chris said earlier on, I was thinking it was some kind of like maybe some fake news when I initially saw it. And then I went on Twitter, like sniffed around, and I came to the realization that it's actually a true story.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to, well, I've got a few things to say anyway, but the first thing I would say is it best to announce where the manager is leaving or a coach is leaving, one that is influential in a top club? Is it best to announce you're leaving before the start of your last season?
No, I think it's better to leave.
Or at the end of your last season.
At the end is better.
No. You don't have to answer. It's just like a rhetorical question. Or whatever.
Okay.
Because to me, I think personally, it's probably best to announce it to anybody, both the establishment, the players, the fans, whoever, and the media in particular, at the end of that your last season. To me, but other people might have their reasons, explanation, and think it's best for him to announce as he's announced. Because to me, like Chris said, this is some kind of parameter that is thrown in that could change the course of the season. And this is where I see that Klopp sometimes makes mistake. I don't know, maybe it's a rush of blood or maybe logically the way it's arranged. Like suddenly you announce that now. Either way, it's going to affect your team, either positively or negatively. Except this is not the first time they are knowing about it. Except they've known maybe earlier. Then we'll say
the player knows this morning, but the management knows it's November that they want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If this is the first time, there's no way you will tell me it's not going to affect the players. It's going to affect them positively. I don't know. It's going to affect them negatively. We don't know. But we all know what the news and the media is going to be till the end of the season. If Mo Salah blinks, it's because Klopp said he was leaving. If Alexander gets a yellow card, it's because Klopp said he was leaving. So you create this kind of euphoria. I don't really get it, but that's my own personal take.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is I was listening to you guys at the background when I was getting ready. I like what Chris said earlier on that look, if you're looking for a manager and you're a true Liverpool person and you want, I'm talking to like people making the decision and they want a continuation of the level where Klopp has taken them, they should look at a manager of the ilk or type of Simone. You either get a Simone or you get a manager of that type, where traditionally it's all about winning. Culturally, they're driven to only win. And I don't buy, like Abdullah, I've had this discussion with you several times. I don't buy this stuff that you guys throw around that some kind of defensive coach. I don't buy it. But as a manager, if you want someone to just like just a replacement, an ideal replacement for Klopp, you should either look at Simone seriously or manager of this type. Because we've all witnessed it. If you go ahead.
Chris, I say Chris, Cayman, your mic. What's going on with your mic? Your mic is moving mad. You know.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but are you in the basement? Or are you on the ground?
It's not clear and
It's not even clear.
It's distant.
Don't tell me you're on a date. You're using one internet in a restaurant. Don't do that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yes, it's clear now.
I have to put on speaker. When you say manager like you mean like these charismatic personality types, the ones that have this, these big, like these very big characteristic managers. If you get what I'm trying to say, the ones that the fans can get behind and what for you. Is that what you're trying to mean, or what?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
And that's why I said an ideal replacement, and you want the thing to be continuity, and you are serious about continuing or sailing at this level, then you have to get a manager of that ilk. I'm not saying him in particular, but that type of manager. So if they go somewhere else with what we know about football, okay, they might be lost at sea for the next maybe 10, 15 years again. You see what happened to Man United, where they went to get a Moyes.
David Moyes.
David Moyes was like the Zerbi you guys are screaming about now. He's like the Nagelsman. That's how David Moyes was. Everybody was just waiting for David Moyes to get a big club. They were thinking like, he's got it all. But we know how it ended, and we've seen with what Man United ever since. So they have to be very careful. If you allow the media to force, I suppose they're serious people and they're senior people in business, so I'm sure they will try and make the right decision. But if they get persuaded in any way, shape, or form, and they start considering people like the Zerbi, Alonso, I'm sorry, Chris, you might be waiting for your next rule for the next 10, 15 years again. Because
Maybe.
Liverpool is a shark. Yeah, let's talk about proper football now. We know we do banter. Liverpool is a shark. You just don't, they just, they're a monster, an institution, embodies everything. You can't just give them anybody and everybody.
It's true.
So they have to be very, very careful, on what they do in their next step. Another set of the other thing I want to mention is I feel sorry for other managers, because this is what Jose Mourinho used to emphasize when he first came into management. If you want to be the best, you want to challenge the best when they are at their peak. Okay, that's why he was desperate to face Guardiola when he was at a peak with Barcelona, when they had Messi. Okay, that's why he wanted to go to the Spanish league and use Madrid to actually, to distort. That's how you become great. So now, some managers, Klopp leaving Liverpool, it's going to leave a question mark in some managers' career. Because some managers, they'll go to them like, well, you didn't do anything to Klopp when he was at Liverpool. If you know what I mean. The way there was going to be like a comma in his own career as well. Like, well, but you still got dominated by Pep. Pep had it better. So I feel sorry for all, certain managers who have not taken up the challenge of seriously challenging a club with a Liverpool, because I don't think it gets better for Klopp after this as a manager, except he comes back to Liverpool in the future again. I don't see where he will go. I don't see how he will manage where it will suit him perfectly, like the way it did for him at Liverpool. So I feel sorry for some managers.
But according to the report of Jurgen Abdul, 3 managers already lined up to take over Liverpool: Nagelsman, Zerbi, and Xabi Alonso.
I don't care about this ones, because it's not somebody from Liverpool that is saying it. It's the media. I mean, they don't run Liverpool.
Yeah, but because this is what I was telling Chris. I was like, you bring in Xabi Alonso for me. Alonso's like Potter when you bring him to Chelsea. Yeah, he's young, but doing very well in Bundesliga in Bayer Leverkusen. Yes, but I already said Bayern is gonna be Bayern. Bayern know when to step up to win the league.
You see all these guys you mentioned.
Oh, I'm hearing those are the bad guys.
Just put some, I don't know who it is, but
okay. Is that close?
Yeah, it is. Just muting.
I'm muting. Okay, because I was like, Bayern is Bayern. Bayern knows to step up when it comes to winning the Bundesliga. There might be 7 points behind, but they know when to win. That's number one. Alonso for me, I still need 1 more season from him in Leverkusen for me to see actually what he can do. And I was proposing.
If you're screaming Alonso, so are you saying you're going to give the manager of Girona a chance?
No. I said maybe they should bring in someone like that play the same style of play like Jurgen Klopp in Hansi Flick, where he's going to be playing that game pressing. He will continue that philosophy. It won't change because the players are used to that pressing of team that they are used to hit. Where Flick is that guy. When playing game pressing, he can do it because he's been doing it for his entire career. So when you bring him, maybe you might give him 2-3 years to see how Alonso develop. Then maybe if it doesn't work out with Flick, you can just bring in Alonso and say, Alonso, take over from us, guide us to here and this year.
See, you can't equate everything about Liverpool to Klopp and say because Klopp wears a yellow jersey in the touchline, then the next manager has to wear a yellow one and whatever. So that is why you have to be serious about the next manager that comes into
appointment.
Play. Okay, the most important thing is the manager's mentality.
Yeah.
If they like a game person, if they don't like a game person, that's their problem. It's the mentality. They have to have, they have to have the statue where they cannot fold by being a Liverpool manager. Some of these guys they're calling, to me, they're just lightweights in a way, where the media can crumble under even just media attention alone.
Yeah.
So I haven't even taken too much time, like Chris said. I'm probably going to reflect on it more, but I haven't had the time to actually settle down. But I'm sure there's a lot of big managers. The only ones that comes to mind now, instinctively to me, is either Jose Mourinho or Simone. But I'm sure there are other big managers out there. They should go. And what I'm trying to emphasize, what I'm trying to emphasize is let them go for a big manager that's been in this show before. Yeah.
Abdul, I agree with everything you say. My only issue with Mourinho is, don't you think, and maybe you're gonna say something along the lines of, I'm not a therapist or whatever, but this is just optics and based off of the last 10 years of his career. Don't you think Mourinho is emotionally battered? He's too battered for this sport. It's part of the reason why he's no longer a great manager, or he hasn't proven to be great in the last 10 years.
No. What you said is right. The way we can say, the way Klopp, actually, I heard that in the radio with some commentators, like the way Klopp was expressing himself is like he's battered. That same phrase, they used it, but they used it for Klopp.
Exactly.
So it seems, people, this media people are funny. People did not see this last week. Suddenly they're still like, he looks battered. Look at his eyes. Look at his whatever. I said, just saw him a few days ago. Suddenly you're reading all these things. You're reading how bad that is. So only him will know this. Only Mourinho. What I'm trying to say is only Mourinho will know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's prepared or not. But this guy has just won an European Cup for Roma after maybe over maybe like 20 years. And then he got to another final the following season and was unlucky. So he still has a way. It seems there's the evidence there that he can still galvanize a team.
Abdul,
You
but the
know,
problem with Ose is, Ose is all about controversy, and him
no,
coming to Premier League.
I don't, no. These people, like I'm talking about the Liverpool fans.
Okay.
I think they like that kind of mentality. I'm not saying they should go for Jose,
Mm-hmm.
but all this us
Exactly.
against the world, we don't care about the media.
Mm-hmm.
The
Well,
Liverpool
The
fans
the
don't
scout
mind
thing,
this
the
kind of
scout thing.
they don't mind this kind of culture, especially the ones that are Liverpool based.
Yeah,
They
but
don't mind
this is
this
what
kind of
this is
mentality.
what I
But
asked.
the thing is, no, I don't want us to deviate too much.
Um,
The thing is, I'm not saying go get him, but I'm saying instinctively, those are
mhm.
the kind of managers that comes to mind, and I hope those are the kind of managers they go out to get.
But
This
Abdul, with the ownership of Liverpool, with FSG for me, if it is a different ownership now, I will agree with you. With FSG for me, Diego Simeone and Mourinho is out of the way because they will not go for them.
no,
So
the FSG not
they're an American owners, yes.
no, are they not the one that actually hired Klopp?
Club, they are the one that are club, yes.
Exactly. So why wouldn't they go from that big manager?
They will not go because of the way the team is being built and the way the club are moving in this era of football. They won't go for Diego Simeone or Mourinho. They will rather go for someone they know. Because for me, Chris might correct me here. Liverpool ownership prefer to finish in top for rather than win the league for me. Maybe I'm capping. They prefer to finish in top four rather than win the league for them because they want to make more money. Because that's the way the American ownership think in their own head and their own brain. So going for Mourinho and Diego Simeone for me is a no-no for them because they will never go for that kind of standard of play. They will never go for someone because of the media, the club legend, Kenny Douglas and co, Ian Ross and everybody. They will not. They won't go for Mourinho or Diego Simeone. They will rather go for maybe Alonso, the
No,
Zerbi,
but
Nagelsman,
all those guys you just mentioned,
mm-hmm.
the what did you say?
Ian Rush, and
Yeah,
Kenny Douglas.
the Ian Rush, the Daglish, the Graham Souness. They love people like Mourinho and Simone.
I
Those are the
don't
kind of
think.
managers they love.
Hmm.
So you cannot say, those in the establishment will not want this kind of managers. Okay, but the thing is, obviously we don't know what's happening really. But my take is, if you want to continue sailing at this level, those are the kind of managers you have to
Yeah,
go
you
for.
need an elite manager. I agree.
If you just deviate and you are getting some softy and you're hoping and hoping and hoping,
Forget.
that hope might last 10 years before you know it.
And Abdul, the
No,
scary part about this is
Abdul,
Abdul, this is the scary part. Van Dijk contract end next summer. Arnold
yeah,
contract end
yeah.
next summer. Mo Salah contract end
No,
next summer.
Abdullah, here's the thing, right?
Go ahead,
I
Keman,
understand where Abdul's coming from. I
Mhm.
understand where Abdul's coming from. And it makes a lot of sense when you think about even the phase of Liverpool is in right now. A lot of players have to move from Saudi. All these players that won them, they're leaving. I think the entire team is almost finished. The only guys left is what, Trent, Robertson, who's injured all the time. But Van Dijk is going. Salah most probably is going to go at the end of the season. I don't know. And the truth is, like, okay,
Go ahead. Keman, I have told you not to stop using Surulere. You are using, see, Keman, are you on date? You are using some restaurant headphone where the headphone is like, you have to put your phone in your mouth before you get them. Lord have mercy. I know those restaurants in America.
can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sorry,
I
my
was not
voice is
mentioned in
like
America. So YouTube will not violate me. So there's some
what?
restaurants in America here where you have to put your phone in your mouth before you can hear them. Lord have mercy. I prefer not to respond to that restaurant. Have gone there before, so I know the kind of restaurant. They piss me off a lot. You be shouting, hello, can you hear me? Go ahead. Because I like what Abdul said. I want to bring Chris into this equation, Chris, in terms of manager like Jose and the Diego Simeone, you know you're gonna bring them. That's an instant win. I want to win. I don't have time for projects. I'm tired of projects. I don't give an F about project. I just want to win. A manager like Zerbi, Nagelsman, Xabi Alonso, those are project manager.
But you know what, Abdullah? Okay. I'm actually talking from the perspective of Liverpool.
Yeah.
You get it? Me as a Chelsea fan, it actually suits me more if we would go get one of these zany amateur coach. Because I feel sorry for them. The media will have a full day.
They will roast them like, oh my God in heaven.
Okay, they will have a full day with them guys. It will be them and only them all the time. Okay, there will be no competition even when it comes to media. Okay, compared to what the media does to Chelsea.
And I also think, for me, Chris is here. I think Klopp being the manager of Liverpool, for me, as, how do I put it? FSD is like an owner who doesn't want to spend money, but Klopp has, how do I put it? He has
protected them.
He has protected their ass where their ass has not been opened up. Now that Klopp has left, whoever wants to, Klopp has a superior power in Liverpool. Hold on, Klopp has a superior power in Liverpool. Whoever manager comes in, will that person have a superior power? I don't know, because Klopp has kind of protects those FSG as it's that time for them to come out and man up, because whoever taken up, if they go back the way they are right now without Klopp, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Go ahead, Kima.
You know, I can't believe I'm using this phrase when it comes to Liverpool. Okay, end of an era. That's what that was our favorite phrase 2 years ago at Chelsea. I can't believe I'm applying this to Liverpool.
You're right. End of an era. That's right.
With all this, Mo Salah going, Mane going, Firmino going,
Van Dijk about to leave.
Klopp the king.
Endo, Milner, all these guys.
No matter how you want to spin it, it's an end of an era. And as a true football person, Chris, I actually feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for Liverpool, because they might bury them again for the next 20 years.
Possible.
I hope it doesn't happen, because I like competition. If there's no competition, then why are you in sports? I hope not, but I know how silly some football people.
That is the reason I'm not advocating for Alonso, Zerbi,
I don't want some of those kindergarten managers, those fluffy managers. you have to wear a red boot and a blue.
They will get exposed.
No, go get a proper manager, please, Liverpool. Get a serious manager. You know what I mean? I mean, look at, we've not heard up from Carl this season. I mean, this year. Suddenly, is that not Carl?
Mr. Carl, how are you doing, Zakabata?
Carl has just joined because Klopp is
the last treble winner. Let me again. If you win treble, you will take a sabbatical for 1 year now. Relax.
No, I was just walking. I've been doing club.
Mr. Carl has been testing me though. He's been busy.
Is Mr. Carl here? Is this Carl?
I've been, I was in Saudi for.
Yeah, you told me that. Mr. Carl told me.
I've just been busy at work. A lot of busy.
Mr. Carl is official.
How are you?
Is it done?
Well, how are you guys? You guys doing?
Mr. Carl, is it done deal? Is official? It's done. We're not gonna see Jurgen Klopp anymore in the EPL. It's over.
I mean, we're gonna miss him.
You City fans are such haters, man.
No, I mean, let's be fair. The guy is a good manager. He brought something to the Premier League that we haven't seen in a very long time. The way they play.
I know.
He gave us some good title races. He's a good manager. I mean, let's put it this way, Abdullah, right?
Yeah.
This is impossible, right? But if you had a chance of Klopp or Pochettino, who would you take?
Klopp, anytime, any day.
Anytime,
I've said. What did I say in the beginning of my show?
Yeah.
Anytime, any day.
Yeah. So this is the measure of the man, right? This is what we're talking about, right?
That is why we are saying in your next move or in their next move, they shouldn't make the Chelsea error where they go hire someone like Pochettino. You have to continue on that club level.
No, but Abdul, that error was already made after they sacked Tuchel. As soon as you brought in Graham Potter, it was over. I'm sorry. You can't blame Potter now. You can't blame Potter.
Exactly. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because I'm looking at it this way for me in my head, because I was telling, because I was like, the only manager in my head that can play the game that can continue that game pressing is Hansi Flick. That's in my head though. That can continue that philosophy of Klopp, of philosophy of the way Klopp plays.
That's true.
For me, that is who likely I believe FSG might want to go for, because if I want to play game pressing, it's Flick. Flick will run those players down because they will run for him like mad. They will run. They won't stop running. That's who Flick is.
Abdullah, game pressing with which players? You can't play game pressing on paper.
No,
the players who are good.
Liverpool have the players to play this, and the sister club is playing. Liverpool have the player to play it on that Flick.
Most of them are coming to the end.
Van Dijk is 31, Musiala is 32, Arnold is 24. So you can still squeeze 2-3 seasons from Van Dijk and Musiala.
No. But the point is, you want to be game pressing with 30-year-old people.
You can. It's not about maximizing.
You can, but you'll be conceding 4 goals, 5 goals.
But you score more.
Okay. You won't have Mo Salah then, and you don't have Mane. You have what's this guy that's always missing?
You have Nunes.
So because we are talking about replacement now, and I'm hearing the Zerbi, Zerbi, Alonso, Nagelsman. I'm like, hold on, what's going on here?
Will Mo Salah go to Saudi?
Now that is a big question.
Going to Saudi.
He might.
He's not going to Saudi, guys. Let's be real. He's not going to Saudi. It's not a serious league, and he's still a serious player. So it's just a waste.
How old is he?
He's 32.
He's turning 32 in like June, I think.
In June, 32.
Why would he go when he still has something to give? Why would he go?
Let me explain why. He's 32.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Saudi's going to offer you hundreds of millions for him. It makes sense from FSG. He goes to a Muslim country. Mohamed Salah is going to be a hero. He's going to go. Klopp is gone.
Mm-hmm. Well, how would he be a hero though? Like it does nothing for his football career.
He's done everything he needs to do with football. He's won everything.
Yep.
Yeah, he's done everything he needs to do, but that doesn't mean that the hunger's dead. Every report.
So you want to keep Mo Salah at age 32, 33, when you have the opportunity to sell him. Hold on, for £100 million, you want to keep him at Liverpool under new manager in a dispensation instead of selling him for £100 million. Invest that money to get the next striker because of sentiment.
It's not because of sentiment. It's because let me respond. It's not because of sentiment. He's still an amazing player, but our approach to Salah depends on our next manager. If the next manager wants to win now, Salah should stay. If the next manager, it's more so.
I hear you, guy. My guy, I know that there's. Just think about it for a minute. The guy's going to be 33 by the time the new manager comes in. 33.
No, he'll be 32. He'll be 32.
Okay, it's going to be 32 when it comes in, right? 32 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You have an opportunity from Saudi, which can be £100 million, maybe 120 million pounds, for a guy that has a year left in his contract.
Yeah,
you're going to turn it down because you want to keep a 32-year-old at the club that's got a new manager.
I don't think FSG would. FSG would not sell him though. They were selling. FSG.
I mean, just
with the ownership of Liverpool, I know.
Let me reply to you, Carl. Let me reply to you. Yes. Okay. This club has given no indication. Let me tell you why. This club has given no indication that they're actually capable of replacing a legend of the team or an icon of the team. When Torres left, we didn't replace him adequately at the given time. We signed Suarez and we signed Carroll. Suarez wasn't at the world-class level when we signed him. It took 1.5 years to 2 years for him to get to that level. And then when it came to selling and replacing Suarez, we signed Foth. We signed Benteke. We signed Mario Balotelli. Borini came in. All this, all this rubbish came in. So there's been no. So even if they've learned, who can we actually sign that's going to guarantee to replicate what Salah's given? I don't think they can sign anyone outside of Mbappe to replicate. That's a guarantee that's going to replicate what this guy's given. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on the approach.
My point is again, to hear me. If you can get £100 million in for Mo Salah with what that's in his contract, right? Isn't there the opportunity to get an Mbappe in? I mean, you're right. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm talking about, right? And yeah. So would you rather have a 32-year-old Salah in or Mbappe in?
But Mr. Cow, it also depends on the manager, though. Who are they bringing?
That's what I'm saying, guys. It's numbers. It's just
but with FSG, they will sell Salah. With FSG, they will sell him.
Okay.
They will cash in on him.
Okay. I'm just
Guys, can I quickly say something else about
Go ahead.
right? For me, it's more about where is Salah mentally. It's like now, I want you guys to imagine him. Like imagine yourselves in Salah's shoes right now, right? He's just gotten on an injury from the AFCON. Luckily, Egypt is through, but your manager who's been with you for how many years, who's really helped you achieve a lot and really put because of Klopp, Salah in 2 years, right? He's about to leave. You've been going on for 6 seasons, 20, 30 goals each, every single season. Can you really stomach another build?
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I mean, the reality is, how long does he have left in his contract, Salah?
1 year. When this is
1 year, just 1 year, 2025.
So he's gonna have to make a decision very soon.
Yep.
Right?
Van Dijk has 1 year too.
If he doesn't sign a contract, they're gonna have to sell him.
Yeah, look at it, Mr. Cow. We came out with Van Dijk has 1 year when the season finished. Mo Salah has 1 year when the season finished. Arnold has 1 year when the season finished.
Arnold will be fine. Arnold will be fine. Arnold is cool. He's English. He'll be fine. He'll probably
Yes.
stay. But I'm
But
just thinking about
two players like Van Dijk and Salah. They have to
Van Dijk
replace
will even
these
be
two
cool. It's just that you think about Mohamed Salah, right? If they're gonna offer him Saudi in £1 million a week and give Liverpool 100 million or an 80 million for 1 year left in his contract, FSG gonna say no.
No, Mr. Carr, the only thing is, I don't really know. I'm not saying this is what it is, but I don't know. Maybe Salah wants to go to Saudi or not, because I don't know the cultural relationship between Egypt and Saudi. Okay, at certain points, I know a few years ago, they didn't used to like each other. Okay, so it's more or less like saying, but the way we're looking at it from the outside, it looks like they've got similar identities as people, so there's no reason why he shouldn't go. So I don't really know, maybe he wants to go or not, but only him can decide that. But on that thing, somebody made an interesting take earlier on. They said Mahrez has done more for Algeria than Salah has done for Egypt and Egyptian football. And they said currently in Saudi, Mahrez is the face of everything now.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere. He's the poster boy. He's every advert, everything is all Mahrez now. So you never know. Salah might look at that and say, "Oh, maybe he wants to be."
I wonder.
That might attract him. They might use that to actually import him. So what I'm trying to say is, it depends on a lot of permutation. It's not just casting stone that he's going to go.
Abdul, there's this video I saw Ferran Soriano talking to some guys in UAE. I'm going to share with you. It's a whole video about leadership, management, how to manage. And he said that you always want to sell a player just before at the point of the peak, not when they begin to drop. And then you take that money, you invest it into the club again. So you're refreshing the squad, refreshing the players, you're refreshing the mentality, you're refreshing it all. I'm assuming that FSG are going to do the same thing. Take that money, go get an Mbappe. Refresh the squad with new energy, new project.
If I was FSG, that's what I would want to do. That's what my next move would be. Sell Salah and get as much money I can get, because then I can use that money to actually rebuild. I don't necessarily need to go and have an Mbappe, because they're not going to get an Mbappe. But I can use it to rebuild and refresh the team, where it's still, in terms of delivery and peak performance, is still at that level. And I can do that with a few players, maybe like 2 or 3 players. With only one player's money that is, practically, either at its peak or about to decline.
These are good discussions we're having. I guarantee you they're having them in the boardroom of FSG as well, 100%.
Yes.
Which is why I like the Blues Studio, because we talk about stuff that, in this weird, we talk about all this stuff, all the time.
Because Mr. Cow, if you look at it now, if Mo Salah leaves, the goals will drop, because the amount of time the goals is scored for them season after season after season.
You'll find goals from elsewhere, Abdullahi.
Right
now. Teams
what I'm saying is
things will change. Teams will adapt. They'll find goals from everywhere else. They'll find goals.
But would they be that potent like the way Liverpool? Because when Salah plays, how Klinika is that he will always bail them out Are you gonna find a player?
They haven't done to buy the since it's been gone now. They'll find a way. These guys will find a way. They'll always find a way. Teams will find a way.
Abdullah, don't you think it's something unique to have a player like Mo Salah? You don't just go to go and get a Mo Salah off the shelf every day, any day.
Is it unique?
You need to find like 2 or 3 players who can give you what Salah is giving you.
Yeah.
So it's not like what you can just like pick up like that.
So
nobody thought Mo Salah.
Based on the report from David Austin, because I have this satellite when they kind of saying some notification on Raiders messages annoying. They said Nagelsman, Zerbi,
leave Nagelsman,
those 3 players, one of those 3 managers, Alonso, Nagelsman, and Zerbi.
What's Nagelsman can do? Leave all those people, Joe. Seriously.
That's
I'm
what
not a Liverpool fan, but what am I doing with Nagelsman?
That's
what get your Hansi Flick.
See, I don't know why they're not even looking at Hansi Flick.
You get your Hansi Flick, man.
Yeah. If you're gonna continue the same game pressing, you go for Flick.
Go get your Hansi Flick.
You have the players. You have the players. You have everything. Go for Flick because he's a manager.
Yeah,
and for me,
all these Nagelsman and all these people. Yeah, leave all these Nagelsman and all these
Zerbi, Alonso.
I mean, that's not a bad shout. I like the guys. They're not a bad shout, but to come into Liverpool and with
to come to Liverpool,
you never want to be the guy who goes in right after Klopp, right, or Guardiola, because you're destined to struggle.
Yes, I agree.
You want to go after the guy that went in and clean it up.
Yep.
Because
like I was telling Chris this. Alonso going to Liverpool for me is a bad match because he will struggle. If EPL is a brutal league where if your head is not normal,
they'll find their feet. I mean, people. Pellegrini came in, even Tuchel came in. Tuchel that well.
Yes, he came in.
They'll find a way, but just go get your Flick guy. Flick is.
I don't think they're looking at Flick, Mr. Carl, based on the report we are seeing. Everybody shouting Alonso. I'm like, what is Alonso doing that we are bringing Alonso in? Excuse me?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Why are you bringing Alonso? Because
I respect Klopp for what I mean.
Guys,
I don't like the guy.
I have 2 questions. Guys, I have 2 questions. About this Hansi Flick, first of all. I see your point. I see what you guys want to say, but do you think he can be relatable to the fans? Because even at the time he's buying, the guy is such a he's like wet cardboard, He's just
yes. I think it will. The reason is because the way Klopp plays is similar to where Hansi Flick plays.
No, I'm not talking about the player. I understand the player. I don't question
the connection.
When you look at the suggestions, like Alonso, Zerbi, forget Nagelsmann, forget him. Zerbi and Alonso, the fans can understand because he was part of that 2003 team, right?
Yeah,
Zerbi he's a personality. So I don't like what can the fans gravitate, because these Liverpool fans are very emotional based. Let's be honest, they're very emotional based. What can they gravitate towards Hansi Flick besides tactics? I don't think they can. I really don't.
The problem is who is like Jurgen Klopp with emotion? Nobody is.
Yeah.
No, but he's a charismatic guy.
Yeah, nobody's like the guy emotionally. Nobody's like him. It's going to be hard to replicate. We're always looking for.
I understand, but to go from a Klopp, someone who's so vocal and then to a Hansi Flick who's just very quiet, doesn't speak much, doesn't converse, doesn't show a lot of emotion. I don't know.
It's tough.
And my second question, right? And my second question, to Liverpool fans, and maybe you guys can ask you.
Yeah.
Last season, when the season started, and these, I don't know what teams, Al-Ittifaq or these Saudi clubs that came knocking on the door for Mahrez for 200 million. Do you think Liverpool fans at this point in time will look back and say, I think we should have cashed out? Like, considering the situation going on now, I think we should have at least cashed out, because now that everyone is leaving, we would, and we know that the ownership doesn't like spending money, we would at least use that. Like, do they regret it? I don't think they'll get as much as before.
I mean, listen, clubs make mistakes, people make mistakes. I mean, it's second guessing, right? You play the hand you've been dealt. You move on every single day. What's the next thing tomorrow? Okay, we got to find a new manager. Okay, it's Mo Salah status. You go, he has 1 year left. If he doesn't sign a contract, sell him. These are the decisions that you make. You just move. You move with what you have. You can't cry about the past. You just have to move forward with the future. And look at Chelsea, for example. You are where you are. You have injuries in Cuckoo. Okay, who can play that role? Okay, let's get Palmer in. Can Palmer play in? Bring him in. Sell him. Get him in. You just move. You just move. What?
Yeah.
Take a hand you've been dealt with. You just move forward. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that's what it is. That's the best way to look at football. Is you just move.
It's like what a year is that? 9 years. 9. Wow.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Incredible year. 9 years.
It was incredible. It is incredible.
Wow. And now we play them on Wednesday. And it's like I don't even know which Chelsea
Oh,
we
you play Wednesday. Okay.
We play them on Wednesday.
I don't know why Klopp. Abdullah, I don't know why Klopp had to do this now. Why do you have to do this before we have a final and the season?
We have a final to play against them.
You guys have
Why?
to respect yourself there.
We have to play them twice in a month.
You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Abdullah, imagine if we beat them. Imagine we beat them. Oh my God, that's going to be funny.
I have to meet you now. I'll call you back later. Okay?
No worries. Imagine.
Okay.
I agree with you them, but don't you think it's going to be an extra motivation for them because of Klopp and everything?
No, did the players know? Like, did they just find out as well, like the fans? Or the players knew before?
The players just knew this morning.
Huh?
The player knew this morning. The players knew, but the board and the owners already knew.
Okay, then that's bad news. That's bad news. I thought the players knew they
knew this morning. All of them knew this morning.
That's not going to be good now.
Abdul, Liverpool on Wednesday and the Carabao Cup final. Your take?
I think that's a good it's a good omen for us, isn't it? If football psychology is, if they are saying the truth, like the players don't know, it will have an impact on them, and I believe it will have more negative than positive on them. So if people like Poch cannot capitalize on that, I don't know what they can capitalize on. It should be. I don't know, man. I think maybe the gods are on our side. We might win AFCON and then win Carabao Cup. Oh my God.
Win in Anfield. Because if you look at our
record,
who's we? If you look at our record with them,
Keyman, come on, man.
Mute your mic.
Are you denying your Nigerian part now?
Keyman is not to deny his country. Don't worry.
He wants to deny his country, man.
Don't worry. Oh, that blue eyes is over. 9 years in Liverpool.
Where Carl, man? Where Carl?
He just left. He went for a meeting.
I just saw Carl.
Wait, is that Blue Eyes?
Yeah.
Blue Eyes. My guy.
Carl just jumped now.
My guy.
He's having a meeting that he will come back.
Long time, man. How's your New Year? How's your New Year, my guy?
Good, my brother. We thank God, man. New Year, new beginnings.
Blue Eyes is official.
New Year, my brother.
Jurgen Klopp.
My guy, okay.
Yeah, you say what?
You're lucky he's not a
Hold on, Kima. Klopp will leave Liverpool at the end of the season. It's official. It's done.
Yeah, I found. Yeah, greetings, everybody. I found out this like 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised you're live, bro. Okay, nice.
Bro, I don't do morning show, bro. This one is an emergency.
This is literally my lunch break. I can't believe this. Wow. Okay.
Nice. We don't do morning show yet. We do late night when we're gonna be taking coffee.
I was just about to bite my sandwich. I see Blue Studio. I said, wait. Okay now. Man. Listen, man. I tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Blue Eyes, you don't buy smartphone with that.
No. Which kind of smart?
You can see live update.
No, I did. I said that YouTube. I said I see Abdullah, man, because I was thinking it's tomorrow before the Niger game. That's what
Niger game. Yes.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, it's a break. We have to talk about it. It's a breaking news.
No. Respect to you, my brother.
I don't do morning show.
You're a football guy. No, obviously you're a football guy.
I don't do morning show. We do late night. When you take coffee,
if you do morning show, then you see me more often.
No worries. I will think about that.
No. I'm just joking. But yeah, listen. Other coaches are playing checkers. Klopp decided to play chess. This is what you call leaving when the ovation is high. This is it's a master stroke on the part of Jurgen Klopp. Now, personally, I would have waited when I'm sure that we're going to win the league, Mm-hmm. But this says to me that this guy knows he's going to win the league one way or the other. and he's willing to let it. This is him putting his head on the line. I'm going to leave, but I'm going to leave while we win the league. It's the best legacy that that Klopp can run away with, especially now that all the cookies are crumbling in the entire enterprise. People are getting older. The only thing, though, Abdullahi, is one word called turnover. How will Liverpool look for the next 5 years?
We don't know.
Is Liverpool ready to face? Because if you go and bring the best coach out there, you still have to build an identity like Klopp did.
Yeah.
Unless you're Chelsea. Unless Liverpool is willing to put someone in there who can basically steal championships. If you can bring in someone that can come in there, I don't know, maybe on a temporary basis, because if you bring a main man, it's going to take him at least 3 years, man. Come on, man. Look at. You think Van Dijk has 2 years in him at Liverpool? Do you think so?
I think so. I think he has 3 years.
No, in the tank to play at that level.
I think 2. He's 31. I think 2. He'll be 32. He'll be 32 this year. I think 2 for me. And he's the captain, so I think 2. Possibly, if he can manage his body, 3 years max. Mo Salah, maybe 2 for me. Maybe 2 for me, because Salah hardly gets injured. So 2 for me. Van Dijk too hardly gets injured because he's a defender. So defender can last longer in games than attacker for me. So Van Dijk could last. You can even last 4 years because he's a defender. He will try to manage himself to just play because he's the captain. So he wants to take advantage of being the captain and wants to keep staying longer in the game. So it depends. Look at Silva, 39 years but still balling. Silva is 39 and he's still playing football.
Yeah, but that's different. You see, the thing is, for tenured, what's that word? The tenured. There's only a few tenured coaches in the EPL right now.
Yeah.
And when I mean tenured coaches, I mean top 6 coaches that have been in a club for over. I'm being conservative. 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
Can you count them in the EPL? How many do you think we have in the EPL that are tenured?
Pep and Klopp.
Exactly.
That's it.
There used to be Wenger. There used to be
the Wenger and
there
the
used to be
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
That's it.
I don't even think Jose Mourinho was tenured, man.
Arteta is this now because he's clocked more than 4 years.
No, it's not yet. Arteta was not that kind of tenured, man. Maybe Moyes, but Moyes was with Everton. It's hard. It's hard to find coaches that have stayed for more than 5 years at a top club.
9 years. Wow.
Imagine that.
9.
This says to me. This also says to me that Coach Klopp is a world-class coach. Being able to read between the lines. Let me ask you a question, Abdullahi.
Okay.
Imagine if Arsene Wenger left after the invincible year. Think about how we talk about his history today.
It will be different.
It'll be different.
Yep.
But Arsene Wenger, with all due respect to Arsenal fans and with all due respect to Arsene Wenger was trying to fix he tried to stay to fix the problem while time was eating him up. Klopp, I bet you, has started smelling.
Klopp said he told the ownership in November.
No, hold on, Abdullah, just hold on. Klopp said, I bet you Klopp started smelling the what do you call it? The restructuring process coming down the pipeline, and he doesn't want any of that. The only thing he wants to do right now is to win and bounce.
Yeah.
I think Tuchel should be on guard though.
To Taliban, terrorism football.
I think Tuchel should be on guard.
I dare him not to win that Bundesliga with Harry Kane.
If he doesn't win let me tell you, if he doesn't win Bundesliga, this is my personal conviction. Klopp becomes the new gaffer at Bayern.
Wow.
No. He can't do that to Dortmund. He can't do that to Dortmund. I'm sorry, he can't. That would be too painful. He cannot do that to Dortmund, man. He can't.
Why?
Because of the affiliation he has with Dortmund.
No, man, come on.
Poch
that is spitting in his memory, man. I'm sorry. That is spitting in his legacy.
Key man, Poch did it to Tottenham. Mourinho did it to Chelsea by going to Man U.
Man United now and
Tottenham. Okay, wait. Okay, Mourinho in Mourinho's case, okay, when Mourinho went to United, I felt terribly bad. But Mourinho always had a fetish for United. I always knew he had a fetish for United. So on top of us sacking him, I was not that angry. Poch, it has been how many years since he left Tottenham? You can't blame him. But this guy, I'm sorry, man. Like the last time they dunked on Bayern was with him, I believe, right? That's the last time they won the league.
He won the league.
Yeah, but don't
so
you
the last
think...
time you on top of like Blue Eyes, on top of bottling the league the way they did last year, the way they just handed it over to I'm sorry, those guys, man. They I don't think they'll take it easily. That would be too painful.
Don't you think that this is me though? Don't you think Klopp, when Klopp was coaching at Dortmund, that he was twerking for Bayern?
I mean, Bayern, it is. You know, the thing is,
Bayern are Bayern though, but because this is what I'm saying, guys.
Yeah.
Xabi Alonso is a young manager, and someone I rate very well when he was playing football. I rate that guy. Now, baller. Alonso is a very fantastic player. When I watch him play, he's having a tremendous season in Leverkusen. I'm saying it again. EPL will expose you. The EPL is a brutal league where they'll give you like 5 or 10 matches. Do your rubbish. Do your madness. You see, after those matches, now they will flog you. They will destroy you. If you don't have the experience to galvanize that team, you will chop them. EPL after imagine after 10 matches, you are 9th in the table or 8th in the table.
And that's the reason why no coach with number 6 should touch Liverpool with a 10-foot pole for the next 2 years. Liverpool should go and they should go and, you see how Tottenham went and found Ange out of nowhere. You see that's the kind of find that will benefit the next transition for Liverpool, because if you bring an established gaffer, no established gaffer wants to come in and build a project.
No, they want to win.
You're right, exactly.
You want to win. A lot of my Liverpool fans, they want a cup. They want Champions League next year.
Yeah, they want to win.
So
if you are bringing Alonso and Zerbi, you are setting up yourself for a failure.
The only thing is, this is politics, right? Like they call it politics 101. And Klopp is a hell of a politician.
Yes,
he's a hell of a politician. Listen, I want this phrase to register. Leaving when the ovation is high. It applies to everything, even in your personal work, even at work. You don't want to leave when it's all bad at work. Sometimes you leave when you're the superstar so that they want you more. You understand? And this is what Klopp had. When was the last time the last person who did this was Fergie. That year Fergie left. I think that was Van Persie's year, right? Or was it the year after? Yeah. It was that year. I remember that year. I remember that year. And he almost left at the same time. So I'm wondering if Klopp tore a page from that book. Because when
continue, Bob.
No, I'm done.
I'm saying, but don't you think that Klopp has said it a bit too early, or do you think that he feels that the team needs this kind of like kick up the ass? You understand? Especially because I remember a couple of weeks ago he was complaining about the Liverpool fans not making enough like home support and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So, but on the other side, if this thing explodes in his face, damn, that's irreparable damage. I'm sorry.
Right now, it's like when you tell your girlfriend that it's when you and your girlfriend know it's over and you still have 2 more weeks. The last.
I'm married. I prefer not to respect.
No. But I'm saying that when you used to date, I'd be lying.
I know.
When you used to date and you and your girlfriend come to that conclusion that it's over, you know what next. Exactly. You know what next. There's a kind of relaxed feeling when it comes to interrelations.
He even said he said it was
right now, Klopp. Right now, Klopp. Even if Klopp comes fourth, it's okay, but that's not his wish. I think he sat down with the statisticians. He sat down with his coaching team. He probably sat down with some of the goons in his team as players, and they figured out that at all, come is it March, April? He's gonna be in the top 2 and could finish first. Why not? Why not pull the plug at that point?
But people are saying it is the wrong timing in January to announce it.
There's no right timing. There's no right timing. There's no wrong timing. That's why I'm saying it's politics, Abdullah. It's politics. There's no right timing.
Because like, this came out of the blue. We didn't even get any
Exactly, and that's
So,
why I said it was politically laced. It was brilliant, in my humble opinion, even though Klopp is not my guy. I think it's a brilliant presentation. You leave it out there, you keep people guessing, and he's just relaxed.
Yeah, he said he told the board already, and the ownership since November.
Yeah, since November, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw the. That's when
and
I saw it.
he said he doesn't have the energy anymore. Like the energy he usually has before. He doesn't have the energy.
No, he has a job, man. That guy's been giving.
And he said he wants to take a sabbatical for a year. He said he wants a 1 year sabbatical out of football.
Yeah, the guy read the writing on the wall. Mm-hmm. He looked at the length and breadth of his team. He looked at his main characters in his team.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at.
It's time to go.
He looked at the EPL in general. Mm-hmm. He's like, man, if I win this league, Waka, I'll remain. No, I don't leave record, Waka.
Yes.
The guy wants to leave a record.
Hold
on.
Okay,
the guy wants to leave a record, not only for Liverpool but in the history of the EPL.
Mm-hmm.
That's his goal, and that's, if you ask me, that's a guy who had big picture plans when he came to Liverpool 9 years ago. This is a guy that had. It's now coming full circle. That's why when we say who is world-class coach, who is top-class coach, who is a good coach, we got to start drawing the lines.
Yeah,
we do, man. We gotta start drawing the lines, man.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about how many players this man has uncovered. Let's not talk about his acquisitions. Mm-hmm. Let's not talk about what he's done to Mane. I mean, it's just the list goes on and on and on.
A lot, yeah.
Yo, man, I tip my hat. I can't believe I'm saying this as a Chelsea fan, but yo, I tip my hat to that political move, man. I'm all about the politics, man. I'm all about finish the war and leave clean. No dirty for your shirt. If you enter club, go party. That's the game. But when you come out of a situation when you get beat up,
mm-hmm.
and there's nothing left, like when the great Alex Ferguson left Arsenal. Imagine when Alex Ferguson left Arsenal.
United, sorry. Alex Ferguson.
No, not Alex. Not
Wenger.
Wenger, sorry. Remember when Wenger left Arsenal?
Yep.
Arsenal fans were begging him to leave.
Yeah. Well, like, it's time to go. It's over.
Time to go. They couldn't wait. You don't want to be in that position in anything you do in life, my people. Even in a relationship with woman.
But guys, this is the scary part about it now.
Yeah.
We play them twice next month. I don't know which Chelsea is turning up against them. In the final of the Carabao Cup and in Anfield on Wednesday. This coming Wednesday. I don't know, because I already know the narrative already. The players will play for him because it's going to be his last season. Now, the fan base will also work on because they know his club. Which mentality is Chelsea player going to go there? I don't. That's on Poch to motivate this player for like 90, either 97, 98 minutes. I don't know. He has to motivate them to play because you are going to have to play with a crowd where they will kill you with their shout and loud and sing and everything. If you're not good,
would you be surprised if you get spanked in both games? Would you be surprised?
Exactly.
I will not be surprised. But with this Chelsea team haven't shown enough yet to say they will spank big team like. Though we scored 4 against City, which I was surprised about. So
Abdullah, that is not a trophy. That is actually that is a very degrading statement for a club like Chelsea. How has Chelsea turned to a club that you're saying, oh, we scored 4 against Man City? So what does that mean?
That's the level we're at now.
A game you didn't win. So you're saying, okay,
so
we scored 4 against City.
I'm not sure on Wednesday, but we'll see.
we're gonna beat them, man. That's not listen. By tradition, we haven't lost to them in a while.
Yeah, we've been doing.
Exactly. So anyhow they want to position themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we're in form. I don't know what kind of form. I don't know. I hope it's not Carabao Cup form.
We're in form.
I want football form. I don't know which form we're in, but it's looking like we're back in form. I think we can take Liverpool comfortably.
Yeah, we've been doing very well. Except United, we're doing it with all the big teams.
Abdullah, I think Chelsea playing like an hour, right?
Yes, we play.
Yeah, we actually play very
So,
soon.
guys, peace out, guys. See you guys tomorrow
Peace,
for Nigeria match. God bless.
Yes, Jesus.
Peace, everybody. God bless. God bless. God bless.